Alright, welcome back to Rido of Forging. This episode, getting straight into it, we're doing the heat treat. To do this, I have to move my hands around a lot near the forge. I figured I'd wear some gloves, just so that I'm not burning myself. Sit and watch this, and I'm going to judge the temperature based on the decoalescence of the steel. Well, frankly, that was terrible. I did not have enough oil in my quench trough, so when I put the knife in, it didn't go in properly. It slipped around in the tongs, and it was just a bit of a mess. I'm gonna file test it now. I'm gonna see if it actually hardened. If it did, we're gonna go with it. If not, I might have to quench it again. I really don't want to have to do that, though, so hopefully it hardened. We're about to find out. Alright. I got the tongs because it's still a little bit too hot to touch. Oh. And let's see. Fuck. Well, damn it. That's cutting. That is way cutting in. Okay. So that didn't work. Take two, I guess. Alright, heating up for round two. This time around, I'm going to make an attempt to be at least moderately intelligent. Given that my quenching trough isn't that deep, I'm going to just try and do an edge quench. Also, edge quenches are cool, so there's that. that, you can even see a little bit of a temper line right there. Woo! We did it! It only took one more try than I hoped for, but could have gone worse, so I'll take it. Well, second quench went better than expected, in fact. And actually, I think it actually straightened the blade a little bit, which is kind of strange, but could have gone a lot worse. So I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to chuck it in the oven to temper it. It's just going to be 400 degrees for 2 hours, and that'll be a nice, easy temper to do. I'll do that off camera because it's basically the equivalent of watching grass grow, except that it's steel being tempered. And depending on how long this video ends up being, I might include a bit of a handle making session on it. So, we'll be getting to that soon. Next step is to make the handle, get everything put together, then we'll have a knife. And that'll be pretty awesome. Alright, I am over at the grinder now. I've got this excellent piece of African blackwood, if you can see there, and I have a little bit of a handle outline drawn on it. And I'm just going to start grinding on that, and we'll see where I get to today. And hopefully once finished up, this will make a really cool handle. I'm going to polish the knife itself, so it'll be a fairly light color. I'm going to do a little copper spacer, and with this blackwood handle, I think it'll all complement, and I think it'll look really, really good. So, yeah, okay, that's fine. Just looking at the belt, that was looking a little weird. Oh well, if you look at that, you can see where I've been especially grinding. It actually creates this like black path along that. That is really neat. And now that I'm looking at this, given how much I have to take off on certain things, I'm considering cutting it. I really don't want to cut it, but I'm considering cutting it. So I'm going to work on some of the more detailed areas right now, and I'm going to put that off until I absolutely have to do that. So. Be back. Making good progress on this. You can see, got the back rounded out. I'm starting to grind into the center there. I got this little notch ground out. Actually, see, is there a way I can angle this where you can see the pattern I'm going for? Yeah. About there, you can sort of see what I'm looking at. Yep, should be a fairly comfortable handle. Good size in the hand, and good for a slashing blade. So I'm going to keep working on that, and I'll be back once I've made some more progress. Well, after quite a bit of work, I have the basic handle shaped to a degree. It's not obviously rounded off. I might do some more shaping on it, but it's fairly comfortable. It'll certainly work. Gonna have to drill a hole in it. Probably want to do that sooner than later. Other than that, the knife, I believe, is still in the temper oven, which is my toaster, and that shouldn't be too much longer. So that's all for this episode of the File Knife here on Rido of Forging. Signing off.